Oh, goodness gracious. Keith, that was a hell of a football game.
You made it fun, didn't you?
Oh, shoot, unfortunately. You know, what a football game that was. And I thought there was two really good teams out there tonight that just competed about as hard as they could compete. And probably at the end of the day, it came down to they had one turnover and we had none. And probably was the difference in the game. So proud of our players, proud of the way they played, made plays when they had to. Thought the quarterback was tremendous. And we just got to come back and get better and got a great challenge in a couple of weeks. But we're going to enjoy this one a little longer tonight. We did the last one and get ready to go.
How satisfying was it to be able to get that ball, take it down?
That was huge.
Run the clock out?
Yeah, I thought that was probably the best part of that game was at the end there when that offensive line took that game over. And how you know, just so proud of Sheldon Evans. You know, Knox got banged up a little bit there in the first half, couldn't play in the second half. And, you know, you hear me say it all the time, it's competitive excellence. You know, when a guy's number's called, they're prepared to come in and get their job done. And I had great confidence in that kid. I know he'd come in and play well, and he did.
3 key plays there at the end, and Gaines was involved in all 3 of them. How big was that for him?
Yeah, he just keeps getting better and better, you know. And you know, he's going to be a handful for some teams because they don't know where he's going to line up. And you know, he can line up at quarterback. We can line up at different places. But the important thing is we get the ball in his hands. And almost came up with another big play there in the second half that would have been huge for him. So he just keeps getting better, and that's important.
You all faced a lot of adversity at Boise State. It seemed like a similar scenario. You were getting the ball, you weren't really moving things in the second half. What did you see in your guys' eyes that flipped that late in the fourth quarter?
Well, I mean, you know, they just keep fighting. You know, I mean, this team just keeps fighting, and the important thing was we didn't turn the ball over. You know, we took care of the football. We punted. I thought our punter again did a tremendous job. You know, pinned him down in there 3 or 4 times, and probably the biggest play of the game was we had a bad snap out there. I don't know if you noticed or not on one of those punts, and he was able to field that snap and had a tremendous punt off of it. So, like where he is, you know, he's really helping us. But I just thought the kids kept their poise, you know, and made plays when they had to. And like I say, that drive there, I think there was close to 6 minutes on the clock, a little less than 6 minutes, and just took it all off, that's fun. I like it when it ends that way.
You know how physical that Ohio teams generally are. For your team to rush for 300 yards, what does that say about your offensive line?
Well, I've said all along, I really like this offensive line, and I think that proved that hopefully I'm right. You know, I think they're a talented bunch that took that game over when they had to, and I thought both Isaiah and Sheldon came up with some big runs there, but to put the game away. So that's what should happen in a 4-minute drill. Is what happened there tonight. That was great to see.
How about the runs that Isaiah had? Are those just straight reads for him? He's seeing things and reacting.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. But, no, he did a good job of reading things and taking advantage of what they gave us.
He did a good job in the second half, getting a lot of pressure up the middle, keeping Rourke moving, not letting him sit there in the pocket.
I want you to know he's a hell of a football player. I mean, how many times do we have him sacked? And I got good athletes up front there defensively. And I mean, we had that guy sacked, and my gosh, then he takes off and runs for about 70 on speed option, and he just won. I'm glad he's gone because he's got a little brother there. I hope the hell he's as good as him. He is. He's going to be a little younger anyway next year, but I told him after the game, I said what a competitor, what a great quarterback he is, and I expect that team to go win the MAC. I mean, they're an excellent football team, and I love it. Coach Sully's what a great coach, and got great respect for him, and his teams, they always play like they played.
But Isaiah, I thought he managed the game
They did
really
really well. Handled pressure. I'm not sure we had a sack. I don't think we did. You know, I think offensive line did a good job protecting. He got the ball out of his hand. You know, we do a lot of things at the line of scrimmage with him, pre-snap and post-snap, and I think he was able to handle all that. And the number one thing he did was took care of the ball. We had no interceptions, we had no fumbles, and that's probably, as I mentioned before, the difference in the game. They had 1, we had 0.
Quite possibly the roughest game of his career last week. To come back like this, what did you see in practice this week that sort of led to this performance?
I think when you're a competitor like he is, you know, you're disappointed in the way he played, you know, a week ago. And don't get that Boise team is a hell of a football team too now. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to look up and they may not lose a game. You know, we went out there and didn't play well enough in the second half to beat him, but had a chance to get that done, didn't do it. So these kids were disappointed. I mean, and they came back and went to work, you know, after a long trip. And that was a hard turnaround. I mean, you get all the way out there, and I got a 4 or 5 hour flight back and have to turn around and play a team like this week. And you know, I'm just glad we got a week off now to catch our breath because we got another excellent team coming in here next couple of weeks.
That week off is coming just 3 games.
Well,
You like
think it's perfect. I mean, for us, where we are right now, we hope we get Obi and Furman and, 4 or 5 guys back, Knox back healthy again, and because we have a week to catch our breath here a little bit.
Coach, for the first time in a long time, you're inside of the bell. What does this victory mean for this program?
Well, it's not the first time in a while, but, it's 2 out of the last 3 years we've got that bell, so that being said, they like to get it every year, but it's just great to get it back here. It's where it belongs. And, but again, what a football game. What a great football game that was, and just proud of our players. Okay, thanks, guys.